Some students across the country, including in Los Angeles, have received racist text messages. Superintendents at many schools say unequivocally that this is hateful and threatening rhetoric, but it's unclear where the texts are actually coming from. Layla Farris is a verification producer with CBS News, and she joins us to talk about this. First of all, thank you for being here. Can you dive into what you're hearing investigators say about what's happening here?
Absolutely. So right now, investigators don't know where this is coming from. What we do know is that the FBI is aware of these text messages. The FBI is working alongside the Department of Justice to learn more about where these messages came from. And we also know that the FCC is aware, and they are also investigating.
You know, the CBS News Confirmed team looked into where these texts were being sent from. Were you able to figure anything out? You know, there's been so many, I think, different theories about where this is coming from. What did you find?
Yeah, so we looked at a bunch of numbers, and they were sent from area codes in at least 25 different states. Now, we know that this is happening across the country. Some of these area codes were linked to cities like Los Angeles and Orlando, but also states like Wyoming, Texas, and Tennessee. The important thing to remember is we don't know for sure where the numbers are coming from actually. We don't know where these people are actually based. Several of the numbers use services that allow people to get a new phone number for free. And at least one of these services we looked into allow users to choose whatever area code they want.
That's so interesting, because I think people thought it was just going to be one specific person or entity happening here. So that's really interesting. These messages do address people by name. What are you hearing from those who receive these racist text messages? This has to be so off-putting.
Yeah, people are feeling tense and feeling scared. I spoke to two residents in Atlanta, Georgia, who received these text messages. One man told me he was afraid and hurt after getting the message. Another person told me she was scared, and she actually became more cautious of her surroundings after getting that text.
Yeah, I can only imagine. We do want to point out that President-elect Donald Trump's campaign has made it very clear that they had nothing to do with these text messages going out, because that's been one theory. The timing of this, though, right after the presidential election, when a lot of people are feeling tense anyway. Are people concerned about more bold language like this as just becoming a part of society?
You know, I don't know if we can say for sure, but I can say that one of the men that we spoke to who got one of these texts said it kind of hit him differently and more impactfully because of the timing, because it was sent just one day after the election. He said if it wasn't for that, maybe he would have laughed it off, but it just felt a lot more unsettling to get this right at that timing.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Now, officials do want people to report these texts if they get them. Who should the public contact if they get one?
It'd be a great idea to contact your local law enforcement. And if you're a student and you get one of these messages, notify your university or your school.
All right, Layla, thank you so much for joining us. We always appreciate having you.
Thank you.